It was a crisp autumn evening, the kind where the sky glows orange and pink, yet the air feels heavy with unsaid words. I sat on the edge of our bed, my hands trembling over a letter I had found earlier that day. It wasn't addressed to me, yet somehow it felt like a knife twisting in my chest. James, my husband of 5 years, had always been the quiet one, the patient, steady presence in my chaotic world. I had loved him for his calm strength, the way he always listened, never judged, and somehow managed to make me feel safe even when everything around us seemed to crumble. But lately things had changed. The distance between us had grown, tiny cracks forming in the foundation of our marriage. And I had been too blind, too caught up in my own frustrations, to notice. I unfolded the letter again, reading his words slowly, each line stabbing deeper than the last. I've tried to keep us afloat, but I can't anymore. I'm tired of pretending. I can't stay where love has become a routine, and silence has replaced conversations. I need to find myself again. I hope one day you understand why I had to leave. The handwriting was unmistakably his. My heart raced, my stomach churned, and tears blurred my vision. I had no idea he had been feeling this way. I thought our fights were trivial, a normal part of marriage. I thought he understood me the way I understood him. But apparently I was wrong. I remembered the last few months, the late nights when he worked tirelessly, the weekends when I was too busy with friends and work to notice his absence, the quiet dinners where neither of us spoke a word. I had been so absorbed in my own frustrations that I failed to see the cracks widening with every passing day. And now he was gone, or at least he was about to be. That evening, I tried calling him. His phone rang through once and then went to voicemail. I sent a text, my fingers shaking. "James, please talk to me. Let's fix this." No reply. Anxiety gnawed at me, and for the first time, panic set in. I realized how much I had taken him for granted, how many times I had let small annoyances overshadow the love we shared. I remember that night vividly. I sat on the porch, staring at the trees swaying in the wind, the city lights glowing softly in the distance. The letter rested on my lap. I traced his handwriting with trembling fingers, whispering apologies into the cold night. I didn't know. I didn't realize. Please don't go. But there was no answer, no comfort, only the whispering wind and the quiet ache of impending loss. The next morning, his car was gone. I checked the closets, the garage, his office, empty. My calls went straight to voicemail. I felt like the world had shifted on its axis, leaving me spinning alone in darkness. Hours later, I found an envelope slid under the front door. It was addressed to me in his familiar handwriting. I opened it with shaky hands. Inside were documents, resignation papers from his job, a note saying he had packed his essentials, and a key to a new apartment in a city several hours away. I need to find myself. I love you, but I can't stay where love has turned into routine. I hope one day you will forgive me. I sank to the floor, clutching the papers to my chest. How had it come to this? How had I missed every signal, every quiet plea for connection, every moment he needed me to see him, really see him? In the days that followed, I wandered through our apartment like a ghost, surrounded by memories, the photographs on the walls, the mugs we had collected together, the blankets we shared on cold nights. All of it felt like a cruel reminder of what I had lost. I replayed every conversation, every argument, every moment of silence. I saw now that love isn't just about presence. It's about noticing, listening, and valuing someone before it's too late. Friends tried to console me, but their words bounced off the walls of my grief. No one could understand the weight of his absence, the quiet devastation of knowing I had driven him away without even realizing it. I tried to write him an email, a letter, anything to reach him, but my hands faltered. What could I say that would undo months of neglect, of indifference? Weeks turned into months. Life carried on, but a part of me remained frozen in that autumn evening. That moment I held his letter and understood the enormity of what I had lost. And yet, within that heartbreak, a lesson had etched itself deeply into my soul. Love is fragile, and sometimes the one you take for granted the most is the one who quietly slips away, leaving only memories and the echo of what could have been. Now, whenever I walk past a quiet street or see a couple laughing in a park, I remember James. I remember the warmth, the patience, the silent understanding. And I remind myself, bitterly but clearly, that love must be nurtured daily, with attention, care, and presence. Otherwise, even the strongest hearts can drift apart, leaving only regret behind. And though he is gone, I carry his memory with me. His love, his lessons, and the painful, beautiful truth that some things, once lost, can never be regained.